comment section, or in the description, sorry, the information about, well, the entire scrimmage game, the whole thing, start to finish. It was about 22 minutes in that the problems really started. There's number 9 from Nigeria. Poor little thing. I mean, she's so much smaller. Liz is not a little girl. Okay, she's a big woman. She ain't skinny and she ain't short. Now, anybody in America would look at Liz Cambage and think, hell, she's a black woman. Well, nearly anybody. I see her as a Heinz 57 like myself. She's mixed, obviously. With what? Who cares? She's still a person. The thing here is that this Nigeria player was being a punk. Now, just a little, well, it's around 23 minutes in. Liz gets sick of that shit. And she fucking hoe slaps that bitch from behind, just a thump across the jaw. I'm not saying the girl didn't have it coming. I'm saying violence is wrong. That girl, she stood up to somebody twice her size, knowing that getting thumped was a definite possibility. And of course, then there's the sound in it. There's no announcer talking over the game, so you can hear all the words that are said. Let me show you how I do that. This phone here, I got a speaker because a lot of the stuff that I have recorded, you can barely hear people speaking. Barely. But with this thing, it's amplified, so it makes it just loud enough I can hear it. I listened for the word monkey through the whole goddamn thing. I didn't hear the word monkey. I didn't even hear the word monkey. Meanwhile, seems to me I've been using the term monkey wrong. I do apologize to all black people because, to my knowledge, I have never used the term monkey to describe a black person. The people that I call monkeys and primates are idiots. I call racists monkeys and primates. Now, am I using it wrong because I'm not using it to describe black people? I don't think so. But to any black person who disagrees with me, I am sorry that your woke ass is not quite awake yet. Liz was not getting creamed. She was getting clobbered. Big difference. Getting creamed denotes you're still playing the game. Getting clobbered denotes that somebody's playing like Dennis fucking Rodman. And you know, Miss Cambage is known for being a dirty fucking player. Playing like a dirty ass goddamn Dennis Rodman. But in this particular case, no, it was number 9 who was playing the part of Dennis Rodman. Straight up getting violent, getting stupid, fouling after a play, fouling after the ball was already passed. And you know what? Number 9 didn't get all of her fouls called. It seemed that the referee didn't want to seem like they were playing favorites. I would assume, based on the fact that they are definitely fouls that happened, I would definitely have to say that I would assume the referee was probably Australian and probably turned a blind eye because they were only considered minor fouls. No big thing could happen to anybody, but it happened repeatedly and was not called. So, when Liz smacked her across the face. It was during a play. It was a straight up Dennis Rodman move. I'll admit that straight up. I watched that shit. Any racism, any comments about being monkeys. It's all about perceptions, ain't it? We even got black people in worldwide sports playing the race card now. And I gotta say, this is about enough of this shit. We got real people being actually victimized in the world, and we got bitches like this. Number 9 from Nigeria. That's what is deserving of our fucking attention, isn't it? Not homelessness. Not the drug issues. Not the fact that those of us out here who aren't doing drugs are still being treated by the general public like we're all thieves. I didn't ask to be out here, bitch. You're getting a fucking free handout. A free handout. Nah, motherfucker, most of us gotta work for a living. And before you say, oh, playing basketball is hard work, I had to put in a lot of practice. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of us had to put in a lot of practice for a lot of things too. You're an entertainer. Be an entertainer. But ain't no reason to be a violent asshole. And if you're gonna step up to somebody twice your size, be ready for an ass whooping. Last night I approached some youngins who were pointing guns at each other. I didn't know they were BB guns. I could have gotten myself shot, but I wasn't going to watch somebody else get shot. Natalie's friends and family, and after her death, a lot of fucking complete and total goddamn strangers got into threatening and harassing me. These are real world fucking problems, bitch. What the fuck you whining about? What the fuck are you whining about? Jesus fucking Christ. If she did call you a monkey, she used it in the proper term. You ain't too fucking bright. When I use the term monkey or primate, I'm referring to somebody who ain't too fucking bright. Now I gotta say, yeah, number 9 is not too fucking bright. Regardless of her skin color, she's got the mentality of a fucking primate. Ain't got nothing to do with her skin color. It's got to do with her level of stupidity. How much violence did number 9 expect that she was going to dish out before she got it back? There's a certain amount of foul play that's going to be in any sport. You try to keep it a clean game. But when you are straight up playing dirty and playing nasty, you're trying to outplay somebody who's a nasty player. And that nasty player is trying to be nice to your dumb ass. Maybe you shouldn't poke the fucking bear, stupid. Number 9, Nigeria. I hope you get kicked off the team. You being representative of an entire country, being an ignorant, fucking stupid shit like that. Holy hell. Tell you what, if you got any decent people over there in Nigeria, send them over here. We'll trade you for a shitty person like Brittany Griner. We'll send you one of our pampered goddamn princesses like Brittany Griner. You know, she's worth an entire arms dealer. She's worth an entire trade network for smuggling firearms that'll likely end up in Nigeria getting people killed. Wouldn't you like to trade one of your basketball players for Brittany Griner? Maybe she could live in a country where she might have to feel the repercussions of her actions on the world stage. That gun runner gets some guns to Nigeria. Wouldn't it be awful nice if she had to see the repercussions of those bullets first fucking hand? Yeah, them boys with that gun last night, those boys are on my channel. Me approaching them, not knowing if it was a real gun or not, was on my channel. The way they were pointing it, yeah, I took it fucking seriously. That ain't a funny game, and it can get people killed. Between Brittany Griner, the Slimo, what's the proper Jedi terminology? Or Star Wars terminology? She's a steaming pile of Bantha Poodoo. We could trade Brittany Griner and that racist old teacher who thought it was okay to touch little girls and fucking creep on little girls. We could send them both over to Nigeria. Then the American public can see for themselves how creepers and peepers are treated in other countries. What are the chances of you being stoned or beaten to death in Nigeria if you touch a child inappropriately? They're pretty fucking good. You should look at the statistics. They're astounding. Moral of the story in Nigeria is you don't fucking touch kids. Moral of the story in Chile, you don't fucking touch kids. Moral of the story in Georgia, I'm not talking about United States, I'm talking about the former Russian state. Yeah, you should see what they do to their child molesters. The public takes care of it. See, here's the thing. Here in the United States, we've made a dog and pony show of it. We've made bread and circuses out of men's lives. And we've shown that trivial women are worth more than good men. Who gives a fuck about Brittany Griner? How did she not know what she was doing was against the law? Oh, looks like I got a restricted call coming in. That's fucking creepy. When it comes to being called from restricted number, okay, Pat. You're gonna hide your name, hide your number. That's a good way to end up with all your shit on the internet. Don't fucking hide like a little rat. Don't play fucking stupid. Don't hide behind innocent fucking people, like your own children. You know how many people have beaten on their children and then hidden behind their children after doing so? So this Miss Cambage lady, yeah, I don't give a fuck if she's any good at basketball or not. What I care about is that, well, she's having to deal with some of the same shit I gotta deal with. Somebody does you wrong and then wants to play like you calling them racist names. Fuck you. Miss Cambage, whether she's Australian, Nigerian, French, I don't give a fuck. Whether she's black, white, orange, red, blue, or fucking purple. Don't matter. Oh, another restriction call. How much of this are we gonna have to deal with? Probably quite a bit. Here's Waylon Lowtie. He's the quote-unquote racist officer. I want you to take a look at how dark this man is. Oh, come on. Look how dark this man is. That's Officer Waylon Lowtie while he was playing football in college. Look at that scrawny little nothing. And there he is as a cop. There he is as a cop, too. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. You didn't want to listen to me. You just let him continue to hurt people. UH football recruit Waylon Lowtie. Goddamn, he's an ugly fucker. Well, you might think he's pretty. He likes violence. Oh, there's Michelle Clark being pushed. That's Waylon Lowtie shoving her. Yep. And y'all get off on that shit, don't you? You goddamn right I speak up. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I care if you're a predator. You want to play victim? You a bitch. Send Brittany Griner back to fucking Russia. Moral of the story is, if you're a woman, white men ain't got no rights. Everybody else's special rights done trampled over ours. Anybody can pretend that they're victimized just because I'm white and a male. Because I'm white and a male, I must be a racist. I must be a sexist. I must be a rapist. I must be a wife beater. Really? Go fuck yourselves, you stupid pieces of shit. Sin lady? Hell, we could use some people like her here in the United States. She's also living proof that, yeah, she's a big woman. She's probably not somebody you don't want to mess with. What kind of a piece of shit it was. Up immediately. Can you imagine that? Am I used to this? Hell yeah. Should I be? Hell no. When it comes to predators, I speak out, regardless of the skin color of the predator. Just because somebody's black doesn't mean they ain't racist. Just because somebody sings about a small town doesn't mean they're from a small town. Alright, now dipshit called restricted 3 times. Let's see, he's going to call back again, isn't he? Or she? I haven't seen Lori today. I was hoping to, but life happens. I was able to find out about Christian. Apparently he's in the mental hospital in Salem. Well, it seems to me this coward's not going to call back. I did try to answer it. So who the fuck would be calling me from restricted numbers and why? I got nobody at all who stops to understand what the situation is. Yeah, I can skip a meal to save a life. I can give up a lot of things to save a life. None of you give a fuck if I live or die. None of you see me as a human being. None of you. None of you care about my rights. None of you ever did. None of you ever helped me to turn in any of the crimes committed against me. Not one of you. You come on my channel for entertainment. And that's it. That's pathetic.